Here with Channing Tatum, star of fighting in G.I. Joe, also a friend and fan of Cung Lee. So what can you expect from Cung Lee tomorrow night?
Fireworks as always, man. He said it best himself. You know, he's sharpening up the blades and he's coming out for war. You know, I've never met an athlete like him. I've been around a lot of professional athletes, football players, basketball players. You know, and I have, honest to God, never met a freak of nature like he is, athletically and gifted. But then also mind-wise is huge. You know, I've met a lot of really smart guys that didn't have the physical talent, and then I've met a lot of physically talented people that didn't have the mental talent, and you know he's got it all, man. He's ready to fight again. So I mean I'm here. I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
And you spent a lot of time with him on set, obviously, and it was a fight movie, so you had to know the game. What did you learn from Cung?
A lot. You know, I mean, it was great to be in the movie with. You know, I got to be with real fighters. You know, there's a real boxer, Yuri, and Cung, and then there's the other guys, except for Brian White. My last fight, he was the only guy that wasn't a fighter, and so it just felt they took care of me. You know, they really made sure that I looked right. You know, and I wasn't supposed to be a professional fighter. I was just supposed to be a scrapper, and we tried to make it as hardcore as possible, and they had to cut out a lot because they wouldn't give us a PG-13 rating. So there's a lot of stuff that they wouldn't put in, like really brutal stuff. But I'm happy with the movie. I think just even getting to meet Cung, and now I come and train with him once every couple months, and it's that's a gift in itself, and making a friend.
Do you ever catch Cung Lee in training?
Never. I mean, are you kidding me? Never. Like never. Even like rolling, I'm way a little more than him, and I still it doesn't matter. It just sucks. It's ridiculous. You can't beat him in conditioning or talent. So it's just.
How's Channing Tatum's ground game?
Really poor. I don't know. I don't even know how long I've been doing it. So it's like I know nothing. Still, I know how to play defense a little bit, and but that's really all I try to do. I try to stand it back up. I'm not a roller at all.
Survival's the first step, so I think you'll be fine.
That's all I do. I'm just like, don't get caught, get up. Yeah.
And so, aside from Cung Lee, who do you like watching in the sport?
Oh man, you know what? I love watching Forrest Griffin. I mean, I don't know. There's something about a fighter that I don't know. It seems like he doesn't start fighting until he starts bleeding. And that. A lot of other fighters are opposite. That they just sort of like get all shook when they get wrong, and it's great to watch. And you know what? And Josh, that's I just saw him walk by. I actually love watching him fight. I can't wait to watch this bout. You hear that? I was like, damn bastard. That's why I said it. I knew he was behind me. I'm scared of him.
You can't wait to watch him fight, and he can't wait to mess up your interviews.
Yeah, I know. Not even that, man. He's like my wife. My wife's like, he's hot. I'm just like, damn. Like I can't win. Usually I'm like, you're not allowed to say people are good looking when they can beat me up. Like that's not fair. Like I'll have to shoot them or something. That would just suck.
She does know she's married to Channing Tatum, though, right? And you're not going to dignify that with an answer, which is the right answer. That's the right answer. But
there's no right answer.
And is working in mixed martial arts something you'd like to do in the future? Again, like another fight movie?
Yeah, I would love to do some more action stuff, but I want to take it to the next level. I want to really. I don't know if it's bring MMA into it. It's really hard to do an MMA movie without making it Rocky or and that's why we chose to do a street fighting movie. And I really think that there's room to change fighting in movies and make it more realistic. A lot of ways that real fighting is it's really contained. It's really in, and movie fighting is really big. And I would love to get in and figure out ways to shoot proper technique. And that's one thing I'm starting to learn more and more is just there's ways to shoot fighting, and then that changes everything. If you have a DP that really knows how to shoot it, it makes it 1,000 times better.
Aside from, or actually, what person in Hollywood would you like to mix it up with?
Oh wow.
It could be a friendly competition. You don't have to hate them or anything.
No, I wouldn't. I'm just trying to figure out who would be a good fight.
In your weight class.
My weight class. God. Eric Banner, I think he'd be a good fight. I don't want to fight him, but I think he'd be a good fight. But that's I'm a fan of his. So
appreciate it, Channing.
Thanks, man.
Take care.